Great Lakes Water Authority Financial Services presents iKnowledge Share. Here is the video timeline. The timeline includes content links to navigate the video. You will find the timeline links embedded in the video description area below. Click Show More to view.
Hello, and welcome to Budget Entry, Creating the Annual Budget. My name is Lisa Mancini, and I'm the Financial Planning and Analysis Manager. The members of the FP&A team, also known as the Budget Buddies, work closely with the budget managers and their team members to create the biannual budget and financial plan. These team members also meet on a regular basis to review the activity that has posted to their general ledger and to compare this activity to the budget for the current year. Now, a couple things to keep in mind whenever you're reviewing or working on the budget is first, that the Great Lakes Water Authority operates on a fiscal year instead of a calendar year. Now, what this means is that our year begins on July 1st and ends on June 30th. Another item to keep in mind is that even though we have defined start and end date for entering the budget information into the financial software, budget process or the budget planning is a process that should continue through the entire year. If at any time you have a question regarding your budget, please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of the FP&A team for assistance. And thank you for being a part of the budgeting process.
Welcome to Budget Entry, Creating the Annual Budget using BS&A General Ledger application. This module includes the following topics: logging into BS&A General Ledger, using budget filters, creating a budget entry, printing a budget report, and viewing detailed activity. The goal of this knowledge share is to demonstrate how to create and/or edit annual budget information using the BS&A General Ledger application. Using BS&A General Ledger. Here is what you will accomplish. As a result of this module, you will become familiar with navigating BS&A General Ledger application's functionality when updating and reviewing annual budget information. Who should review this module? The information in this module is intended for management, budget managers, and their team members, budget buddies, and others who are responsible for creating, editing and/or reviewing annual budget information. We have great expectations for you. Here is what you will accomplish as a result of this course. You will be able to enter and edit budget amounts and details about the budget items activities. You will be able to print a budget report using the options for different formats. You will also be able to drill down to view budget-related details like invoices and payments. Logging into BS&A General Ledger. BS&A General Ledger application is a part of the single sign-on process and does not require login. As a result, the General Ledger login screen does not usually display. When the General Ledger.net login screen does display, you will be required to log in. To enter your department's annual budget, you will need to create a new budget or edit an existing one. Let's log into BS&A General Ledger. Here's how. Double-click on the Equalizer.net icon. The list of BS&A applications displays. Double-click on GeneralLedger.net to log into BS&A General Ledger. Use the same username and password used when logging into your computer. Success. You are now logged into BS&A, General Ledger. Using budget filters. To enter your cost center's annual budget, you will need to create a new budget item or edit an existing one. In this segment, you will become familiar with how to use budget filters to find the general ledger number, also known as GL number. To locate the GL number you want to update, you will use GL numbers filters. Here's how. From the General Ledger screen main menu, select Tasks. Select Create or Edit Budget. The Load Budget filter screen displays. To create or edit a budget item, one of the first steps is to locate the general ledger number associated with the budget item. To locate a general ledger number, also known as GL string, you will use the GL number filters. When there is a long list of department names, choosing to search by funds, departments, accounts and/or projects allows you to more easily locate the GL string you want to update the budget information for. Account type will always be revenues and expenditures. Here, we will select departments, also known as cost centers. The Select Department screen displays. There is no need to select a department when you are assigned just one cost center. This is the only cost center number that will be displayed. When there are multiple cost centers, you will need to locate and select the cost center you want to create a budget entry for. You will notice the cost centers which display are the cost centers assigned to you based on your authorization level. For this example, we want to select department number 892777.000 with the description of BDF, CDF and hauling. There are lots of options when navigating this screen. You may use the vertical scroll bar or mouse to locate your selection. You may also use your keyboard to navigate and make selections by using the arrow and enter keys. When the desired cost center is not readily available, use the scroll bar or arrow keys to find the cost center that you are looking for. When you locate the desired cost center number, double-click to select it. The selected cost center number moves over to the department selected field. Now, click OK. Your selection is complete, returning you to the budget entry, budget template default screen. Click Close. Creating a budget entry. The Great Lakes Water Authority's annual budget is updated each year. Currently, the financial plan is inclusive of a 5-year span. In this segment, we will walk through a demonstration of how to create a budget entry in the General Ledger. To enter your cost center's annual budget, you will need to create a new budget or edit an existing one. Okay, let's review how to create, edit or view a specific department's budget item. Using the budget filter screen, you will select the cost center number you want to create the budget entry for. Follow along closely. Select Task, select Create or Edit Budget Entry. Select the department, also known as the cost center. Click OK. You have successfully located the cost center number. Well done! From the budget entry screen, locate the GL string or line item you want to create the new budget activity for. Let's locate 617900SD9020, Contractual Operating Services. Double-click anywhere in the row. This will open the line item for updating. You are now on the budget details screen. In the department requested field, enter the requested budget amount for each budget year, respectively. Double-click the yellow row to begin typing budget notes and budget amounts for the GL string. You may also click the cell once and type the letter N on your keyboard to open a new row for editing. Here, In the Note field, enter the important information about the budget entry. As a part of the information you enter for the budget entry footnote, you should enter the vendor name, contract number, PO number, contract duration and description of the services to be provided. Be mindful of the information you enter for the budget notes. The budget notes may be included as a part of the printed budget report. This information can be viewed by anyone who has access to the budget report. After entering the budget notes, enter the budget amount for each fiscal year. In this case, you will enter the budget amount for the duration of the contract years, 2020 through 2025. You will enter the budget amount in the department requested field. For each fiscal year, you may type the amount for each year or copy and paste the amount when it is the same amount from the previous year. Reviewing the budget entry notes. The green Details link, in the Details column, is an active link. When you click the link, the Notes screen opens. The Notes screen allows you to edit, update or add more information to the budget entry's footnote. The way the notes are written here is important, as this is how they will appear on the printed budget report. The Notes screen is useful in that it allows you to view any information entered without obstruction. There is no limit to the amount of characters that can be entered in the Notes field. Let's create a new entry, adding an enter to a budget item. Notice at the beginning of the budget entry row, there is a Start Year and End Year field. Let's continue entering the new budget information, so we can explore this option. Next, enter the budget note information in the Note field. When creating or editing a budget entry, including an end year can control the amounts entered into the department requested field for the designated fiscal years. Let's enter a budget amount for each fiscal year for this entry. We will enter an amount for years 2020 through 2025. When an amount is entered in the department requested field for each fiscal year, and there is no end date, the amount is retained. However, when the entry is given an end year, the amount for the non-inclusive years are not calculated into the budget. A message appears, indicating that the end year will clear out all existing values after the new end year. You must confirm the action or not to continue. Clicking Yes completes the action and erases the entries after the end year. All existing values after the new end year are cleared. Also, you should pay attention to the budget totals. As you enter and delete requested budget entry amounts, the budget totals are updated. Changes to budget entries can be made until the budget is closed by the Financial Planning and Analysis Management team. Now, let's delete the entry. To delete a budget entry, click the red X at the end of the budget entry row. There is no Save button on the screen. When you have completed your entries, click the Close button. You are returned to the budget entry, budget template default screen. You will notice the newly updated GL number entry totals for each fiscal year highlighted in green. The highlight remains until the new entries are saved. Click the Save button. You have successfully created a budget entry. Click Close. You are returned to the General Ledger screen. Great job! Printing a budget report. Using BS&A General Ledger, there are multiple options for printing a budget report, such as printing to your screen, printing a PDF file, or printing an Excel document. Let's walk through the steps of how to print a budget report. From the Budget Entry Budget Template default screen, click the printer icon on the main menu. The Run Budget Report screen displays. Click on the down arrow in the name field. The options for the report types display. Select Budget Report from the list. Now, let's select the report format. Click on the down arrow in the Destination field. The Destination field lists all possible report formats: screen, printer, file, image and spreadsheet. For this example, let's select screen from the drop-down list. We could run the report now. But let's look at a few options before we continue. Click on Report Options. Under Report Columns, the selected columns field remains unchanged for standard reporting. However, the report columns that may be added or removed are listed. The Print Subtotals by field is located in the lower portion of the screen. No changes here for most budget reporting. For reports, you will want to include fund, department, and account category. GL number filters are the same as when you created the new budget entry. You may change these if you desire. Let's explore the miscellaneous options. Click the Misc Options button. The Miscellaneous Budget Report Options screen displays. Now, click on the Display Options button. There may be a few options you want to set in the budget report display options. Let's select Don't print the footnote amount label next to footnote amounts, and also the Attempt to print the footnotes on a single line option. OK, next, click the down arrow in the Round Amounts to field. You have the option to determine how the dollar amounts are rounded from the nearest cent to the nearest $10,000. Click OK. Click OK again. You are returned to the Budget Report Options screen. Now, when printing a report and the generation takes longer than expected, the Print Footnotes option can help with speeding up the printing process. Using the options available in the Print Footnotes field, can determine whether or not and how footnotes appear on the report page. Click the down arrow. You can determine not to print footnotes, or where the footnotes will display in the report, by selecting one of the options from the drop-down list. Selecting the Don't Print Footnotes creates a cleaner report format. We've completed all of our choices, so let's run the report. Click OK. The Run Budget Report screen displays. Click Run Report. We are returned to the Budget Report screen. Click OK. The budget report generates to the screen. Let's scroll through the report. To close the report, click the X in the upper right corner. You are now returned to the budget entry screen. The next example is printing the budget report to the Excel spreadsheet format. Click Close. From the Run Budget Report screen, click the down arrow and select Spreadsheet. Click Run Report. Takes you to the Budget Report Options screen. Click OK. The Excel spreadsheet generates, but reacts differently than when the report generated to the screen. Instead of opening in Excel, an Excel icon appears on the task line at the bottom of the screen. Click on the Excel icon. The report opens in Excel. Excellent! You are doing a great job. Viewing detailed activity. BS&A General Ledger makes it possible to review information about the activities related to a budget item. You can drill down into an activity by clicking on the green link in an activity well. This will open the GL activity screen, where you can view transactions. Let's walk through the process. We will locate the GL number and budget item we want to view the activity for. We have located the budget item for contractual operating services. Here at the budget entry screen, you will notice the contents of the 2017 through 18 and 2018 through 19 activity columns are green. These green numbers are active links. Clicking on the active link will take you to the GL activity screen. Here at the GL activity screen, you can view all of the transactions that have posted against your budget item. The GL activity items are also active links. A double click on the contents of the date, JNL, description or reference columns will allow you to view invoice detail for that item. The invoice details screen displays. Here you may drill down even further into the details. You may open an attachment. You may click an active link to view the invoice status information, such as payment made or payment pending. Also, you can drill down to view the PO that is related to the invoice by clicking on the PO number's active link. Click OK. Viewing activity details. That's it, in a nutshell. Click Close. Outstanding! You have completed the budget entry creating the annual budget using BS&A General Ledger. Congratulations!